Hey there, creative peoples. Anna Bradshaw here today, sharing our latest EmbellishKits.com card kit. This week I'm going to walk you through our card kit for the month of April 2015. Now you can find this kit and others online at EmbellishKits.com. I recommend this club because I love the hot new collections featured each month, the full color inspiration sheets, and the great embellishments to use on additional projects. And then you're going to want to hit that subscribe button for my Craft with Anna card show next week to show up automatically in your YouTube queue. First off, I'm loving the colors in this assortment of 6x6 paper pads, stickers, die cuts. They hold all the vibrancy of the colors we see in the spring and summer, and the sophisticated blend of coral, that juniper green, lime green, hot sherbet pink, and then the contrast of the stark black against it. It's going to brighten your day just by playing with it. Try adding a few of these rub-on phrases to your next scrapbook layout for a quick and easy title or journaling prompt. Now we love including these 6x6 paper pads because the patterns are small, great for card making. Designer cardstocks, front and back patterning, and the 6x6 paper pad size is perfect for scrapbooking also. Die cut packages like this one are a steal with almost 100 pieces inside. And as always, the instruction sheets that Shelby has included have all of the cutting measurements that you need, the instructions for how to put everything together, and I love that you can make the cards a la carte, you know, one at a time, mixing and matching as your whimsy takes you. Also included are all of the pre-scored quality cardstock and Basil cardstock bases we'll need, and the specialty size envelopes to send them off in the mail with.
Let's get started with the card requiring a special cut. It's card number 1 of the set, Today.
With my instruction sheet handy, I simply find my 5.5 by 4 1/4 white card base, folding it away from the crease edge, and scoring it with my bone folder. Now I have a nice crisp edge on my card. From the 6x6 paper pad, I'm going to locate the piece of black and white striped paper. I find that with some paper pads, it's a good idea to go ahead and cut with your scissors rather than risk tearing your paper. Right next door is the red tribal paper. And on this one, I'm going to be a little more careful cutting because I know we're going to be using some of these brush strokes on another card. Aside from our bone folder today, we're going to be using the scissors, some adhesives. I've got some mini glue dots and my regular adhesive roller, some chalk ink in maybe soft brown or black. It's your preference. You could even choose one of these vibrant colors to accent with. And then you're going to want to use your paper trimmer to get a nice even edge. We're going to cut the top 1.5 by 6 inches of printed brush strokes and the bottom 2 by 6 inches of brush strokes off and set them aside for another card. Whenever I get my kits in the mail, I always just take a moment to run through all of the instructions. I don't have to make all the cards at one time, but cuts like this are handy to know about. Even up this edge a bit. And go ahead and make this cut. Set those aside for another card. I've gone ahead and cut down my piece of black and white striped paper to 5.5 by 4 1/4. However, I made a little error in my cutting. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and adhere it at the very top and cut this off. And you'll see how I'll make this work for me. I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges of this tribal print with some black chalk ink. It'll be a subtle pop that will define the edge between the red in that black and white. You're going to adhere that red tribal print on top of the black and white stripe. I usually adhere the tops of my cards and then just cut off the excess, rather than measuring. As you can see with my previous cut, I am not very good with measuring and math, so this saves me a lot of grief. Setting our card aside for now, we're going to find this black and white floral design in the 6x6 paper pad. We're going to cut about a 3/4 inch strip of paper here. I'll run the ink along the edges again to give it that pop against the color. And this is going to go about a 1/2 inch from the top of that red tribal print. And then just cut off the excess. Now we're at my favorite stage in the card making process. We've got our background adhered to the card base, and now it's time to embellish. Our example shows the label sticker from the Wild Berry Love, printed with "Best Day Ever," layered under this bold rub-on. In a beautiful scripted font, it says "Today." I'm going to cut this out from the rest of the sheet so that I can move it around for flexible placement options. This is going to make a very cute sentiment, but if you dig through your ephemera pack, you'll find some other options. Look at how cute this paisley shaped "So Happy" reads. So happy today. I've been traveling a lot lately, so I kind of went for this "Life is an Adventure" label. In the end, I settled for sticking pretty close to the design. I'm going to stick down this "Best Day Ever" label sticker, and as I'm moving the rub-on around, I'm not finding a place for my ascenders to slide down in between the words, and this long line on the D, it's not really my cup of tea, so I'm just going to go right up in here and cut that off. Cut it right out of my rub-on there. And I can use my bone folder to apply the rub-on. I move the bone folder in a swirling motion, pressing firmly, while being careful not to indent my paper on those multiple layers. You may notice the rub-on shifting and cracking a bit. Think of it as instant distressing. I'm also going to add this cute little soft red balloon, and I put a piece of foam adhesive on the back to give it some extra dimension. Now it feels more like a birthday card for me. Let me show you what I'm going to do about this edge down here.
I'll line up the edge of my card in my paper trimmer, but you can use your scissors to cut off this piece if you want. Then pick a fun washi tape. This card is already so busy, I grabbed a plain but cheery bright green.
It's a great way to use your washi tape. If you have some decal edge scissors, you could even cut a nice design at the top of your washi. In one of the classes I've taken, I learned that your washi tape will show up really nice and bright when you have it backed with that white paper. You can see how much it pops on this beautiful latex-textured white cardstock. I love how the weight it gives to the bottom of my card. It's that extra little pop of spring green.
Now remember those offcuts? I've got another tutorial for you. Be sure to subscribe today or check out my blog under the Embellish Kits tag. And thanks again for watching. Remember, for all your spring paper crafting needs, head over to embellishonline.com.